Alright, got some new, well, new to me, but tires for the white demo Cub. Let's see, the 1950 Cub. Let's see, I don't know what brand they are. Power Mark or something like that, I'm not sure. Actually, there were some that Red Bibs Bill had. I'm gonna put those on the, I already got one mounted to put on the Cub. And I got the two old tires off, which they are in still pretty good shape. I'd say there's probably 40% or so tread left. This one here is probably the worst of the two, but it's still a good tire. You put a good tube in it, and it'll have, you know, it's got plenty. They got plenty of life left in them. So, but I'm using my new. I got it for a pretty good price, next to nothing. Well, pretty much nothing, but. A Harbor Freight tire changing tool. So what I did is I had two of the yellow hubs, because the hubs on the white Cub up there still have the wheel weights, and I don't really feel like messing with those rusty bolts. So I just undid the 4 bolts here on the rim, and found my two hubs up there in my stockpile above the office, and mounted it, and just set them on there and took 2 bolts and mounted it to it, and that's what I've been using. So, and I've got a little over there, I've got a bead breaker, which is a little bit heavier than this. The bead breaker on here is crap. It's really not good for heavy stuff other than a lawnmower tire, I would say. Car tire or tractor tire, I wouldn't. It's too weak. But this one over here is more like the one over here, as you can see, is more like a professional. You can really put your weight on it and break it loose. So that's what I did, and they broke like pretty easy. And so what I'm doing is I'm taking my grinding wheel and cleaning up some of this rough stuff here that I mean, it should be fine, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clean it up and tape it with duct tape. That's what I usually do on my rims. Is I take regular old gray duct tape and go around the parts that are going to rub or touch anything that may rub a hole or tear a hole in them when you get if that tube were to ever move. And I put a little paint on it, and so it won't rust, and then I come back and tape it. So the tape just added insurance to help. I mean, you can clean the rim to where it's still, but I just like to put the tape. The tape does kinda, I would think, to me it kinda helps keep the tube from slipping in there if it were to slip. Which, if you get it in there and you get it pumped up and it's situated right, it should not move at all anyway. But this here is just a little added extra, you know, protection. But so I've been working on that, getting the Cub ready for plow day. And let's see, I got a bug over here in my paint, which it should be dry by now. But had to get me a new oil pan from DeFore Tractor Parts in Nashville, North Carolina. My old oil pan had here on the back side, the front side, where and this here is dust and dirt that I've got all over my arm, but several places on the front where it had just the front cultivator, and somebody in the past had hit it with the cultivator, I guess, to pull the cultivators up too close, or had them up, the shank up too high, and hit it and cracked it in several places there on the front, and they had brazed it like 3 or 4 different times, brazing on top of brazing, and it sort of seeped there, but it wasn't nothing really to worry about. But what I did was I got me a new oil pan, and they had a few little dents in the bottom, and I've beat those back out so it'll you know, so it'll look a little decent. Anyway, I took some pictures on my, you can see my pictures where I cleaned it up on my Facebook page, Farmall 51 on Facebook there. So, but yeah, that's it on that's just an update on that, but I'm kind of getting it ready for the plow day we got coming up October the 8th in Greenville, North Carolina. So, and I'll have some video, and this time I get to use the drone. So what I'm going to do is get to try my drone out at the plow day for the first time. Bill's tractor. He's had some stuff. He's been working on it, getting it fixed, and hadn't done any videoing on it. And there's been really no plow days or anything I could really take it to, because I know you have to be careful about. You just can't take the drone anywhere and film events and stuff when you got people around. You have to be careful with rules and laws and stuff you have to follow, and a lot of people do, and they just don't get caught. But I don't want to mess with the FAA or whoever it is, or the law, local law. You know, I don't want to get in trouble with flying that thing around something, you know, and getting in trouble. So, but anyway, I try to play by the rules and be safe with it and do like I'm supposed to. But other than that, other than it, that'll be coming up here in a few weeks, and then we've got some shows coming up, and we'll be working on those, getting those, get some tractors ready to go to those, and then parades and everything start. So, but anyway, that's it. But I've got these two here for sale on the North Carolina equipment page, farm equipment page, Facebook there. But I'll put them on Craigslist too. But I guess anybody local that would like to pick them up, I think I had them for like 35 a piece or something. But anyway, they're good tires, and they're still limber. So